You know that in the 2024-2025 Npfl, meaning the Nigerian Premier Football League season, the Heartland Football Club of Owerri have not lost away from home in the Oriental Derby, meaning that in teams that involves those from the southeastern part of the country, Heartland have not lost away from home. They went to Umuahia to defeat Abia Warriors 2-0. It ended in that one. And when they also went to Enyimba of Aba, they played out a 1-1 draw. And over the weekend, against the Flying Antelopes at the Cathedral, the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium in Enugu, Heartland, with Surajuddin Lawal scoring first, and of course, Isaac Nasser, scoring the second goal to give Heartland, the Nazi Millionaires, also known as the Scientific Boys, the 2-goal win over their Oriental brothers, Enugu Rangers. And with that result, Heartland, they are now 16th on the log, meaning that they have lifted from 17 to 16 in the Npfl. Well, we also tell you that Ikorodu City, they are currently the team with the highest number of goals. They've scored 52 goals in the Npfl this season. I beg your pardon, they scored 51 goals in the Npfl this season, making them the highest goal scorers when we talk about teams in the league. So, do you also know that a team that have not got on relegation for 27 years, Lobby Stars, they went on relegation, courtesy of Ahmed Musa inspired Kano Pillars. You remember Ahmed Musa? He was former Super Eagles captain. So, gentlemen, the Npfl review is upon us.
First, I want to say a big, will I say congratulations, or will I say nice work from Heartland. Okulora, how far? Because he went online and he sent a message that we are going to use Akwakumandamakoya boys.
It
was Akwakumandamakoya Osime. Hope you saw our Osime there, how he was signing autographs, receiving handshakes from people. So a brilliant performance from Heartland, especially winning Kano Pillars and also traveling to Rangers to get a win. Yeah, in Nigerian Premier League this season we have been seeing teams win at away, but it's difficult for you to see a team in the 17th position winning a team in the 8th or 9th position at their home. That's another thing.
True.
Do you understand? We see teams winning at away, but not a relegation team going to a good team in their own home to beat them. So brilliant performance from Heartland.
In the Nigerian Premier League now, it is fact. This is the time that you don't pray to play a team that is battling relegation. Also over the weekend, Sunshine Stars beat Enyimba FC of Aba. Sunshine is occupying the 19th position and they beat Enyimba FC. Heartland was occupying the 17th position before that match, and they still beat Rangers 2-0 at the Cathedral. You understand? So this is the time that you don't pray to play against the teams that are battling relegation, because this season 4 teams are going to be relegated. So nobody wants to go back to that NNL. You understand? As long as they have a fighting chance, they are going to struggle and win that match. Kudos to Coach Amunike for giving 3 clean sheets for Heartland so far.
Yeah, so far.
They played 0-0
with Sunshine Stars.
Yes, and they won Kano Pillars 2-0 at Owerri here, and then they traveled to Enugu and also continued their 2-0 back to 2-0. Yeah. So that is something to be proud of.
Yeah, proud of.
You understand? Yeah. And I hope and believe that they continue that, because they are now out of the relegation and they have reduced.
Not really out of the relegation though. They are just some points with Katsina.
Temporarily out there, and they have reduced the goal difference that they used to have.
Yeah.
Okay, so gentlemen, an incident happened, when Nasarawa played out a 3-2 win in the Lafia Township Stadium over Plateau United in the North Central Derby. After that game, there was mayhem. Because allegedly, a fan of Nasarawa United was alleged to have stabbed a player of Plateau United. And we saw, pictures and videos of how the player was lying in a pool of his own blood, after that game. And this, brings us to the discussion about safety and security measures as long as the Npfl is concerned. Because as we were in Enugu, where we saw the Rangers game, kudos to Rangers and Okulora. Okulora considered defeat, and he actually praised the Heartland team. The Rangers fans, they were friendly after the game. Yeah. But I noticed something. Immediately after the game, the fans entered the field of play. And we'll see these incidents, Casey, happen in the Npfl.
I'm surprised because Heartland and Enugu Rangers match was an Oriental derby. It was a brotherly affair. Same with Plateau and Nasarawa. Yes. This is a middle belt affair. Yes. So I don't see why 2 brothers will be playing and somebody will, at the end of the day, a fan will just go into the pitch to go and hurt an opposition player. That is not fair. The truth is that Nigerian Premier League should do better.
The NFF.
The NFF.
Disciplinary committee.
They should do better, because what we watch in Europe, even if you score a goal and then go to celebrate with the fans, sometimes you get booked.
Yeah,
because you are giving the security team a very
difficult
big
job.
Yes, to do. You understand? Nobody can guarantee your safety when you dive into the fans.
Yeah.
Then talk more of the fans walking into the pitch to interact with the players.
Yeah.
That's not done. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
So it is something that is the Npfl board and those that are in charge of the security should do something about it. I heard that they got the culprit, which is very good. But then they should also do more, because they should protect these players. At the end of every game, I expect the players to move into the tunnel. There shouldn't be an interaction between players. You don't know who is who.
Yes.
You understand? You see Lionel Messi walking about with his bodyguard.
Yeah.
You understand? These are some of the things we try to avoid in football.
And another thing is, I think if there should be, will I say, fans walking into the pitch, it should be like, will I say fans, or will I say bodies that are accredited?
Yes,
like you, when you go to the pitch, you want to interview players, you have a body. Do you understand that is allowed? When you present your ID card or something, they let you in. They will know that, say, yes, you are allowed to be here. Then you go in, you make your interviews, then you leave. It shouldn't be more than that.
Yes, there's something CAF do. It's known as the mixed zone. That mixed zone, there will be a time allocated where officials, that is talking about pressmen now, will have interaction with the players, and also some fans can interact with the players. So that is why it's known as the mixed zone.
Yes.
So the NFF can introduce the mixed zone where journalists, fans, you can let me say content creators.
Yeah, content creators.
Can, mix with these players, you snap with them in the mixed zone, and there will be security.
To me, apart from granting press interviews, there shouldn't even be a situation where at the end of the game you just stop a player and try to say one or two things.
It should be encouraged.
It should be those accredited to have that press conference with the players. Will be the ones to interview the players. The rest should go to jail.
Exactly.
That's appalling. I expect Npfl board to give sanctions to not just the
definitely
player,
they will.
The fans. I expect them to play till the end of the season on closed stadium. And
also, this is the second time Nasarawa United will be coming to the Npfl disciplinary committee, because they had an issue the last time, but though that point deduction was overturned. So let's see if they will escape this one. So gentlemen, let's go to another issue. Enyimba, for a lot of people, they are just known as, not just known, they are known to a lot of fans now as one of the top prominent clubs in the country. But in the recent release by CAF, 30 best teams in Africa, Enyimba is nowhere to be found. In fact, what we have there is Rivers United, number 24th on that list with 14 points. Yeah. And over the weekend, Rivers United, second on the log, played Abia Warriors, and they lost.
Yeah. I think the competition, the CAF competition, will I say the CAF sports competition is very, very serious this season. Even Enyimba, who is in the 8th position, still have, eyes.
Chance.
Yeah, they still have a chance, because if you look at Ikorodu, I think Ikorodu is about 52 points. Enyimba is in 46. So 2 match winnings from this side and 2 match losing from this side might change everything. There is a serious competition. The game between Abia Warriors and Rivers United, I was looking forward to that game. I knew that it was going to be a very big game, because they are all looking at the CAF slot to go and represent their various teams in CAF. And the money involved in CAF. That can
got $400,000.
Yeah, so
for not even qualifying from their group.
Yes. Can you even just playing in the group stage?
You see, that is the problem we are having in our league. Enyimba, correct me if I'm wrong, is one club that has the highest export of Nigerian players. You understand? So Enyimba that or the fans outside Nigeria
used to know
at any given time they do well. You see that almost every player in that team will be rushing off to European teams. They will be rushing off to Cyprus, Turkey.
Like Daniel Daga, he left straight to Molde of Norway.
Yeah, so some even go to close Tanzanian teams in Africa. You understand? So that is the problem they have. By the time they play in these CAF competitions,
they don't do well,
and they manage to get to the group stages or whatever. After playing those group stages, the next season, 60% of those players
are not there again.
You understand? Yeah. And they start all over again.
But would you blame them?
And that is no,
you blame them. It's about the money now.
It is about the money. And okay, now they got 400,000, like you said. They will not if you reinvest that money in the club,
it will grow.
Some players might decide to stay for 2-3 years and give that club stability.
So you blame the management
whatever they do with the money, you see these players, they are not satisfied enough. They rush off to this European team. So by the time they do it, over the years, you see the club falling down from the pecking order, you understand? And then at the end of the day, when the CAF releases their list of top 30 teams, you will not see anybody. It is what it is. You understand? You cannot be there when you're not supposed to be there.
Well. Lastly, before we go, Remo Stars, as expected, a lot of people, looked out for them winning Katsina United, but they ended up playing out a goalless draw at the Remo Stars Stadium in Ikenne, Ogun State. They are first on the log, and Katsina United, the team they played, got walloped by Ikorodu City 6-0 before the weekend's game.
Yeah.
So a lot of fans expected that Remo Stars, would have won, to increase their tally, their points, because Rivers United lost second on the log, but they couldn't. And you know that in the Npfl, 4 teams will be relegated.
Yes.
The team from the 17th to the 20th will go on relegation. Yeah, 1 has already gone. Yeah. So it's remaining 3 more teams. So, gentlemen, as we round up on the Npfl review, what are your take, on the other weekend features, given that Ahmed Musa also scored for Kano?
Ahmed Musa doing justice to, he used to be the Nigerian captain. I don't know why he came back to Nigeria to send teams to relegation. That's what he came. But it is an honor that you are going into relegation by your captain. By your captain. So
Ahmed Musa,
so he's in record now.
Ahmed said it's enough. You guys have stayed in. So, for a team that produced the likes of Daniel Amokachi, you understand, and then Ahmed Musa is ending them, telling them to go back to the NNL.
It's an honor now.
I am not surprised, because we all have seen this is 2025 and that Lobby Stars is yet to win a match. So I don't think they deserve to be in the Npfl. So they should go back and strategize.
They are sharing the same mentality with Southampton of England.
They did the same boat.